Hey, welcome to EPN. My name is Victor Lucas, and we bring you the latest at everything cool every single day. In case you haven't noticed, I am not yet back in the studio. I'm still on my way back to Vancouver. But the first thing I want to do is thank everybody for helping us cross the 25,000 subscriber mark. That's very cool. Much appreciated to everyone. So this rundown is dedicated to all of you. If you weren't able to get your hands on an SNES Classic, Nintendo might have another tiny retro console coming your way. Eurogamer reports that Nintendo is working on a Super Nintendo Classic. Many had hoped that Nintendo would create a tiny version of the beloved console following the popularity of the SNES Classic, and Eurogamer reports that unnamed sources within Nintendo have told them it's coming, and it will be in stores this holiday season. Keep in mind that no official announcements have been made by Nintendo, so it's impossible to know how many games the SNES Classic might have, or if it will be easier to find than the NES Classic. That system launched late last year, but was impossible to find, with stores selling out almost as soon as new stock hit the shelves. In a surprise move, Nintendo discontinued the console earlier this month, so if you haven't gotten one by now, you probably never will. Hopefully it'll be easier to get your hands on the SNES Classic. We'll have more details as they come in. The best game of 2016 is getting even better. Respawn Entertainment has announced the next big batch of DLC for Titanfall 2. It's called A Glitch in the Frontier and gives players 2 new maps, a new mode, a new faction, and a new execution. The first map is called Glitch, featuring vertical drops and long twisting paths that are perfect for wall running. The second new map is called Deck, built for the live fire mode and features more tight and contained interior spaces. Both of the new maps, like all the maps for Titanfall 2, are available for free. The pack drops on April 25th. Titanfall 2 was named Game of the Year in our Rocket and Ray Gun Awards for 2016, so if you haven't given it a try yet, you should definitely check it out. We'll be seeing plenty more of the new Spider-Man and loads of other Marvel heroes. Speaking with The Hollywood Reporter and other media outlets during a recent open house event at Marvel Studios HQ, company president Kevin Feige confirmed that Spider-Man will appear in the upcoming 4th Avengers movie. We already knew that he would be in the 3rd film, Infinity War, and there was some doubt about whether or not he'd be back for another round. Spider-Man is only able to appear in the Marvel Cinematic Universe thanks to a deal between Marvel's parent Disney and Sony Pictures, which holds the movie rights to the character. Former Sony head Amy Pascal recently stated that Spider-Man won't be appearing in the MCU indefinitely, so it's good to know that the 4th Avengers ensemble will be one of the finite numbers of films he will be in. Don't expect to see that until at least 2019. Infinity War lands next year, and the new Spidey solo film, Homecoming, drops into theaters this July. At the same event, Kevin Feige also iterated that Marvel has no plans to start making R-rated movies following the huge success that 20th Century Fox had with the R-rated films Deadpool and Logan. Feige says that those films were successful because they took a risk, not simply because they were R-rated, so there's no need to imitate their violence, profanity, or nudity in the MCU. Finally, Kevin Feige congratulated Avengers 1 and 2 director Joss Whedon on his new job directing a Batgirl movie for the DC Cinematic Universe. Feige says that Whedon called him before taking the job, something he didn't have to do, and Feige wishes him the best of luck with the project. He adds that he wants to see a Joss Whedon Batgirl movie as much as anyone, something we couldn't agree with more. Expect that in the next few years. Facebook has taken its next big step into virtual reality. The social network has released its first big VR app known as Facebook Spaces. First announced last year, the app allows users to interact with their friends by chatting and playing games inside a virtual space. Basically Facebook in VR. It's available for free, but is still in the beta phase, so expect a few glitches and bugs that still need to be worked out. Facebook Spaces is also exclusive to the Oculus Rift VR headset, which shouldn't surprise anyone given that Facebook bought Oculus VR in 2014. CEO Mark Zuckerberg has big plans for the future of VR, seeing it as a new way to bring people together digitally and integrate movies, games, and live events like never before. We might be seeing video games as an official Olympic sport in the not-too-distant future. The Olympic Council of Asia, which is a subsidiary of the official Worldwide Olympic Committee, has decided to add eSports to the 2018 Asian Games. So far, confirmed titles include obvious eSports games like FIFA 17, League of Legends, Dota 2, and of course, the most popular game in Asia, StarCraft 2. They'll just be a demonstration sport this time around, which means players or athletes won't be participating for medals, but this is an important step towards becoming an officially recognized sport. In fact, the Asian Games have stated that they expect esports to be a full medal event at the 2022 Asian Games, putting them on track to potentially become part of the Worldwide Olympics after that. I can't wait for esports to come to the Worldwide Olympics because I've already started training for Team Canada. And if you want to start training in the original StarCraft, you don't need to open your pocketbook. Blizzard Entertainment has released the original StarCraft game and its expansion Brood War for free on their official website. This is the full version of the game, allowing you to relive it in all its 1998 RTS glory. Blizzard is doing this to get players pumped for the upcoming remastered version of StarCraft, which gives the game a complete graphic overhaul, complete with re-recorded audio and modern online integration. That, however, won't be available for free. Blizzard hasn't named a price yet, but we'll find out sometime before the game is released this summer. And that does it for me and the Rundown today. Thank you so much for watching. Tomorrow, I'll be back in the studio. I promise.